5, paragraph page 318. 318. Okay, and our last head word was ambulance, new word type of lesson. Okay, so let's
Yes.
start with revision. Ready?
Okay.
Okay, here we go. First question. If you felt ill tomorrow, would you go out? If you felt ill tomorrow, would you go out? No. If
No.
I felt
If
ill
I felt
tomorrow,
ill
I wouldn't
tomorrow,
go
I
out.
wouldn't
I
go
would
out.
stay at home.
I would stay at home.
Very good. If you study hard, will you learn to speak English well? If you study hard, will you learn to speak English well? Yes. If I
Yes.
study
If
hard,
I
I
study
will
hard,
learn to
I
speak
would learn
English
to
well.
speak English well.
Very good. If you stop studying, would your English get better? If you stop studying, would your English get better? No. If I
No.
stop
If I
studying,
stop
my
studying,
English
my
wouldn't
English
get better.
wouldn't get
It
better.
would get worse.
It would get worse.
Well, if you had 1 million pounds, what would you buy? If you had 1 million pounds, what would you buy? If I had
If I
one
had
million
one
pounds,
million
I
pounds,
would buy
I would buy a new car.
a new car. Very good. If you came here next Sunday, would you be able to have a lesson? If you came here next Sunday, would you be able to have a lesson? No. If I
No.
came
If
here
I came
next
here
Sunday,
next
I
Sunday,
wouldn't be
I
able
wouldn't be
to
able
have a lesson.
to have a lesson
Why not? Why not? Because the school
because
is
the
closed
school is
on
closed
Sundays.
on Sundays.
Where if you swam in the sea in the middle of winter, would you find the water warm? If you swam in the sea in the middle of winter, would you find the water warm? No. If I
No.
swam
If
in
I
the sea
swam in the
in the
sea
middle of
in the
winter,
middle of
I
winter,
wouldn't
I
find the
wouldn't
water
find
warm.
the water warm.
I would find it
I would
cold.
find it cold.
Wait, if you go on holiday next year, where will you go? If you go on holiday next year, where will you go? If I go
If
on
I go
holiday
on
next year,
holiday next
I
year,
will go
I
to.
would go to Okinawa.
Very good. If you found something in the street worth a lot of money, would you keep it or would you take it to the police station? If you found something in the street worth a lot of money, would you keep it or would you take it to the police station? If I found
If
something
I
in
find
the street
something in the
worth
street
a lot of money,
worth a lot of
I
money,
would take
I,
it
I would take
to the
it
police
to
station.
the police station.
If you sent a letter and forgot to put the address on it, what would you say? Or what would it arrive? If you sent a letter and forgot to put the address on it, would it arrive? No. If I
No,
sent a
if
letter
I sent a
and
letter
forgot to put
and forgot to put
the address on it,
the address on it,
it wouldn't arrive.
it wouldn't arrive.
Very good. Okay, do you prefer chatting with your friends on the phone or online? Do you prefer chatting with your friends on the phone or online? I prefer chatting
I prefer
with
chatting
my friends
with my friends online
online. Why? Why? Because
because it is easier to me
for me.
and for me.
Very good. How often do you go online to look at your email? How often do you go online to look at your email? I go online.
I go online
How many times? Once,
by
twice?
once
Once a day
once a day
to look at my
to
email.
look at my email.
Very good. Do you notice anything different about the classroom today? Do you notice anything different about the classroom today? Yes or no?
No,
I don't notice
I
anything
don't
different
notice anything
about
different
the classroom
about
today.
the classroom today.
Very good. What's the first thing you notice about people when you meet them for the first time? What's the first thing you notice about people when you meet them for the first time? The first thing I
The first
notice
thing I
about people
about
when
people
I meet them for the
when I
first
meet
time
them for the first time
is their voice.
is their voice.
Very good. Okay. Are most people busy on Sunday? Are most people busy on Sunday? No. Most
No,
people
almost
aren't
people
busy on
aren't
Sunday.
busy on Sunday.
They're free.
They are free.
Very good. What do we mean by a free meal? What do we mean by a free meal? By a free meal,
By free
we
meal,
mean
we
that we
mean
don't have
that we don't
to
have
pay for it.
to pay for it.
Very good. Do you believe that the best things in life are free? Do you believe that the best things in life are free? Yes or no?
Yes,
I believe that
I believe that
the best
the
things
best
in life
things
are
in
free.
life are free.
Very good. Okay, next. Is the book standing on the let's read. Are the books standing on the table? Are the books standing on the table? No. The
No,
books aren't
the
standing
books aren't
on
standing
the
on the
table.
table.
They are lying
They
on the
are
table.
lying on the table.
But is it more comfortable to sleep lying down or sitting up? Is it more comfortable to sleep lying down or sitting up? It's more comfortable
It's more
to
comfortable
sleep
to sleep
sitting up. Oh no,
uh,
lying down.
lying down.
Greg, do you find it comfortable to sleep without a pillow? Do you find it comfortable to sleep without a pillow? Yes or no?
And no,
I don't find it
I don't
comfortable
find it
to
comfortable
sleep
without
without a
to sleep
pillow.
without a
I
pillow.
find it
I find
uncomfortable.
it uncomfortable.
Very good. Okay, do you usually go to sleep before midnight? Do you usually go to sleep before midnight? Yes or no?
No,
I
I don't
don't usually go to
usually
sleep
go to sleep
before midnight.
before midnight.
Very good. Do you generally wake up early? Do you generally wake up early? Yes or no?
And no,
I
I don't
don't
generally
generally wake up
wake
early.
up early.
What are the three forms of wake up? What are the three forms of wake up? The three forms
The
of
three
wake up
forms of wake
are
up
wake up,
are wake up,
woken up.
woke up, woken up,
Very good. One more. One more. Wake up,
wake
woke
up,
up,
woke
woken up.
up, woken up.
Very good. What was the first thing you saw when you woke up today? What was the first thing you saw when you woke up today? The first thing I
The
saw
first thing I
when
saw
I woke up
when I
today
woke up today
was
that was ceilings.
very good. Have you ever woken up too late to go to work? Have you ever woken up too late to go to work? Yes or no?
Yes,
I've
I've,
sometimes
I've
woken up
sometimes
too late
woken up too
to go
late
to work.
to go to work.
Very good. Okay, next. What am I doing? What am I doing?
You're putting your
You're putting your pen
you're putting your pen
into your pocket.
into your pocket.
Very good. When you look through your bedroom window, what do you see? When you look through your bedroom window, what do you see? When I look
When I look
through my bedroom
through
window,
my bedroom window,
I see
I see other buildings.
other buildings. Very good. Okay, next, what's he doing? What's he doing? He's putting his
He's
pen
putting his pen
through the buttonhole
through the bottom
in
hole
his shirt.
in his shirt.
Very good. If you went from London to Rome, which cities would you perhaps have to go through? If you went from London to Rome, which cities would you perhaps have to go through? If I went
If
from
I went
London to
from
Rome,
London to
I
Rome,
would
I
perhaps
would
have to
perhaps
go through
have to go
Paris,
through
Milan,
Paris,
etc.
Milan, etc.
Very good. Would you like a career in the army? Would you like a career in the army? Yes or no?
And no,
I
I
wouldn't
would
like a
I
career in
wouldn't
the
like
army.
career in the army.
Very good. Okay, next. Oh, here we go. What's this? What's this? It's a cross.
It's a cross.
When a teacher puts a cross next to an answer in a written test, what does it mean? When a teacher puts a cross next to an answer in a written test, what does it mean? When a teacher
When the
puts a
teacher
cross
puts a
next
cross
to an answer
next to an answer
in a written test,
in a written
it
test,
means the
it
answer
means
is
the
wrong.
answer is wrong.
Where are there any crossroads at the end of the street where you live? Are there any crossroads at the end of the street where you live? Yes or no?
No,
There aren't
there
any
aren't
crossroads
any
at
crossroad
the end of the
at
street
the end of the
where I
street
live.
where I live.
Very good. Okay, what color do we use for danger? What color do we use for danger? We use red
We use
for
red
danger.
for danger.
Is it dangerous to drive after drinking alcohol? Is it dangerous to drive after drinking alcohol? Yes, it's
Yes,
dangerous to
it's
drive
dangerous to drive
after drinking
after
alcohol.
drinking alcohol.
Ragged, would you like to live dangerously like a detective, somebody like Sherlock Holmes? Would you like to live dangerously like a detective, somebody like Sherlock Holmes, for example? Yes or no?
Yes,
I'd like to live
I'd like to live
dangerously like a
dangerously
detective,
like a detective,
somebody like Sherlock
somebody like
Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes.
Very good. Okay, what's the difference between these two sentences? I must study and I should study. What's the difference between these two sentences? I must study and I should study. The difference between
The difference
those
between
two sentences
those two
is that
sentences
I must
that
study
I
means
must study
that I
means
have
that I
no
have no
alternatives,
alternatives,
whereas I should
whereas
study
I
means
should study
I have
means I have
alternatives, but
alternatives,
that studying
but that studying
is the right thing
is the right
for me
thing
to do.
for me to do.
Very good. How do we translate I must study? How do we translate I must study? We translate.
We
I must
translate.
study with,
I must study with.
in Japanese, 私は
in 私は
勉強。
勉強しないといけない。
Very good. And how do we translate I should study in Japanese? How do we translate I should study in Japanese? We translate
We
I should
translate.
study in
I should
Japanese
study in
with.
Japanese with 勉強した方がいい。
Very good. Okay. Do you think people should be more polite in the shops and streets? Do you think people should be more polite in the shop and streets? Yes, I think
Yes,
people
I think
should be
people
more polite
should be more
in the
polite
shops and
in the
streets.
shops in street.
Do you agree that students should study hard? Do you agree that students should study hard? Yes, I agree
Yes, I
that
agree
students
that
should
students
study hard.
to study hard.
Do you agree that young people should help the old? Do you agree that young people should help the old? Yes, I
Yes,
agree
I
that
agree
young people
that young
should
people
help the old.
to healthy earth.
Very good. What should we do when somebody is dangerously ill? What should we do when somebody is dangerously ill? When somebody
When
is
somebody
dangerously
is
ill,
dangerous to you,
we should immediately
we should
call
immediately
an ambulance.
call an ambulance.
Very good. What do you think you should do if you want to make a lot of money? What do you think you should do if you want to make a lot of money? If you want to
If
make
we want to
a lot
make
of
a
money,
lot of
I
money,
think you should,
I think
but
you
work hard.
should work hard.
Very good. Okay, so that's the end of our revision. Let's have new word.
Okay,
Okay, repeat. Correct.
correct.
Grammatical.
Grammatical.
Very good. Okay, listen. Correct is a verb. It means to make things something right. For example, when you make mistakes in your Callan lesson, the teacher corrects them. Grammatical is an adjective. It means relating to grammar. For example, in a Callan method lesson, the teacher corrects grammatical mistakes. Let's practice. Do you correct your dictations during the lesson? Do you correct your dictations during the lesson? No, I don't
No,
correct
I
my
don't correct
dictations
my
during the
dictations
lesson.
during the
I
lesson.
correct them
I correct
after the
them
lesson.
after the lesson.
In a Callan method lesson, does the teacher correct your grammatical mistakes? In a Callan method lesson, does the teacher correct your grammatical mistakes? Yes. In a
Yes,
Callan method
in a
lesson,
current method
the
lesson,
teacher
the
corrects
teacher corrects
my grammatical
my
mistakes.
grammatical mistakes.
Very good. How can we correct our mistakes in our pronunciation? How can we correct our mistakes in our pronunciation? We can correct
We can
our
correct
mistakes
our
in
mistakes
our
in
pronunciation
our
by
pronunciation
listening and
by
speaking
listening and speaking
as much as possible.
as much as possible.
Very good. Next, repeat. Problem,
Problem,
cause,
cause,
colleague,
colleague,
boss,
boss,
freedom,
freedom,
justice.
justice.
Very good. Okay, listen. Problem is a noun. Problem means something that causes difficulty or that is hard to deal with. Cause, the word cause is a verb. It means to make something, especially something bad, happen. For example, smoking can cause health problems. Cause can also be a noun. It means the reason why something happens, especially something bad. Colleague is a noun. Colleague is a person that you work with, like your workmates. Boss is a noun. The word boss is the head of your office or the person in charge of a company, like a manager, etc. For example, if I have a problem with a colleague at work, I should speak to my boss about it. Freedom is a noun. It means the condition or right of being free. Freedom. For example, in the past, people fought to be free from other countries. They fought for freedom. Justice is a noun. It is the condition of being just or fair. For example, in history, many people have died for the causes of freedom and justice. Let's practice. If you have a problem with a colleague at work, should you speak to your boss about it? If you have a problem with a colleague at work, should you speak to your boss about it? Yes or no? Yes. If
Yes,
I have a problem
if I have a
with a
problem
colleague at work,
with a colleague at
I
work,
should speak
I
to my
should
boss
speak
about
to
it.
my boss about it.
Very good. Can smoking cause health problems? Can smoking cause health problems? Yes,
Yes,
smoking can cause
smoking can cause
can cause
can
health
cause
problems.
have problems.
In history, have many people
In
died for the causes of freedom and justice? In history, have many people died for the causes of freedom and justice? Yes. In
yes,
history,
in
many
history,
people have
many
died
people have died
for the causes
to for the
of
causes
freedom and
of
justice.
freedom and justice.
Very good. Next, repeat as.
As
Very good. Okay, listen. As is a conjunction. It is the synonym of because. For example, as you have now studied a lot of words and grammar, you can hold a simple conversation in English. Let's practice. As we have now studied about 1,000 words and a lot of the grammar, can you hold a simple conversation in English? As you have now studied about 1,000 words and a lot of the grammar, can you hold a simple conversation in English? Yes. As we
yes,
have now
as we
studied
have now
about
studied
a thousand
about
words
1,000
and a
words
lot of the
and a
grammar,
lot of grammar,
I can hold
I can
a
hold
simple
a
conversation
simple
in
conversation
English.
in English.
Whereas as you are not tall enough to reach the ceiling, what would you have to do if you wanted to reach it? As you are not tall enough to
I
reach the ceiling, what would you have to do if you wanted to reach it? As I am not
as I am
tall
not
enough
tall
to
enough
reach the ceiling,
to reach ceiling
to reach the ceiling,
to reach the
I
ceiling,
would have
I would
to put
have
a chair
to put a
on the
chair
table
on the
and
table
stand on the
and
chair
spend on the chair
if I wanted to reach
if
it.
I wanted to reach it.
Very good. Next, repeat that is.
That is,
Very good. Okay, listen. We use the words that is when we want to correct something we had just said, or when we want to add more information. For example, everybody loves that film. That is everybody I've spoken to. Let's practice. Give me some sentences with the words that is in it. Give me some sentences with the words that is in it, please. Everybody loves
everybody
that film.
loves that
That
films that
is
is
everybody I've
everybody
spoken to.
I've spoken to.
We will go to the cinema
We will go to the
this
cinema
evening.
this
That
evening.
is
That
if
is,
we have
if
enough
we
money.
have enough money.
Very good. Next, repeat bone.
From
Very good. Okay, listen. Bone is a noun. Bone is one of the hard parts inside a human or animal that makes up its frame. For example, I've never broken any bones of my body. Let's practice. Have you ever broken any of the bones in your body? Have you ever broken any of the bones in your body? Yes or no?
no,
I've
I've
never
I've
broken
never broken
any of the
any
bones
of the
in
bone
my
of
body.
my in my body.
Very good. Okay. Next, repeat. Life.
Life,
Lives.
likes
The poor.
the poor,
The rich.
the rich.
Very good. Okay, listen. If a noun finishes with the letter F or the letters FE, we make the plural by changing the letter F or the letter FE to VES. For example, the plural of wife is wives. The plural of knife is knives. The plural of scarf is scarves. The poor means the people who are poor, having little money. The rich means the people who are rich or with lots of money, like millionaire. For example, I think the lives of the poor are happier than those of the rich. Let's practice. What's the plural of life? What's the plural of life? The plural of
The
life
plural of
is
life
lives.
is
Do you
lives.
think the lives of the poor are happier than those of the rich? Do you think the lives of the poor are happier than those of the rich? Yes or no?
Yes,
I think the
I
lives of
think
the
the
poor
lives of the
are
poor
happier
are
than
happier
those of the
than
rich.
those of the rich.
Very good. Next, repeat. Although.
Also,
Very good. Okay, listen. Although is a conjunction. It means despite the fact that or even though. For example, although the food was not very nice, I ate it because I was hungry. Some people are always happy although they have problems in their lives. Let's practice. Make a sentence with the word although in it. Make a sentence with the word although in it, please. Although the food
although
was not
the
very
food was
nice,
not very
I
nice,
ate it
I ate it
Because I was hungry.
because I was hungry.
Very good. Although you're now able to hold a simple conversation in English, do you think you should keep studying? Although you're now able to hold a simple conversation in English, do you think you should keep studying? Yes. Although
Yes,
I'm
although
now able
I'm now
to
able
hold a simple
to hold a
conversation
simple
in
conversation
English, I
in
think
English,
I should
I think
keep
I
studying.
should keep studying.
Very good. Are some people always happy although they have problems in their lives? Are some people always happy although they have problems in their lives? Yes. Some
Yes,
people
some
are
people
always happy
are always happy,
although they have
although they
problems
have
in their
problems
lives.
in their life.
Very good. Okay, so now let's move on to reading.
Okay,
Okay, so our reading is at stage 3, paragraph page 206. Oh, last headword
okay,
was birthday. Okay, so please start at headword hi, meet, nice to meet you, how are you?
okay. Hi, meet. Nice to meet you. How are you? What can we say when we meet a friend? When we meet a friend, we can say hi. How are you? What can we do? What can we do when we meet somebody for the first time? When we meet somebody for the first time, we we can say hello, nice to meet you, and shake hands with them.
Very good.